Okay, it says the sum of the four digits of a number is 14. So we have a four-digit number. So one digit, two digit, three digit, four digit. I'm going to tell you the digits are W, X, Y, and Z. And it says the sum of those four digits, and again, digits, like 0, 1, 2, up to 9. All right, so sum of the digits, let's write this down. W plus X plus Y plus Z equals 14. I also want to claim the number is 1000W plus 100X plus 10Y plus Z. That's what the number is, all right? So, I have to keep reading it. So, sum of the four digits of a number is 14. It's a four-digit number. The sum of the last three digits, let's write this down. The sum of the last three digits, what's that going to be? It's going to be, the last three digits would be X, Y, and Z. So the sum of the last three digits exceeds twice the first by 2. Twice the first by 2. Okay? Twice the sum, let's write this down. Twice the sum of the second and third digit. Let me remind you. First digit, second digit, third digit, fourth digit. Let's read it again. I lost track where I was. I'm sorry. Twice the sum of the second and third digits. Well, the second and third digit exceeds 3 times the sum of the first and fourth. First and fourth by 3. All right? I'm just reading. And if 2,727 subtracted from the number, well, the numbers, let me write this down. The number's 1000W plus 100X plus 10Y plus 2. And I'm going to subtract 2727. They say if I do that, the digits will be inverted. Now, to be inverted means the Z is going to be the first digit. So it's going to be 1000Z, right, plus 100Y. Let's see, 10X, and then W. That's the inverted number. Now, what I want to do is, I kind of read through it. I just want to see if we got what they said we should be getting. And again, certainly, I'm using the same letters because me doing the problem, of course. You might use different letters, and you might be confused by that. So I'm going to go through it, and do I have this written down? Right here. All right? Do I have this written down? Let's see, X plus Y plus Z equals, got it right over here. Do I have this written down? Yep. Right over here. Now, certainly it's typed up. It's a lot neater looking. And I wonder if I have the other one written down. Let's see. Let's see. 1000W, 100X, 10Y minus plus Z. Yeah. And does it equal this thing like they say it does? Yep. Okay, so what I'm going to say is, although I don't enjoy doing this, I'm going to do this one at the whiteboard. And say do something at the whiteboard, I got to look at that, and I'm not going to memorize that. I don't think anybody would like to memorize the system of equation over there. And I don't think, looking at it, that it's memorable anyway. So let me just, I got to open it up. Give me 1 second. I don't have it open up on my computer yet. But this is problem number 13 in exercise 34, right? Let me get to section 34. And I got to scroll. It's a really huge document. It's 2,500 pages long. And the problem with huge documents is they're huge. I mean, really, I couldn't say, anything else than it's just a huge document. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the whiteboard now and get rid of this screen. And I got my document up. Let me scroll that up. And I'm going to write down, what I'm seeing. And I like to write it in order. And what I mean by that is I'm looking to get it like W, X, Y, Z equal a number. Well, the first equation's in that form. I'm going to write that down for you. W plus X plus Y plus Z equals 14. Right, now I'm looking at the second equation, and that's actually minus 2W plus X plus Y plus Z equals 2. All right? So I'm equation by equation. I'm just going through that blue area that I have my typed up notes and writing the system down. Now, this is something I don't have in my notes, me going through the work. All right, now I did do the work before. I just can't remember exactly what I did because a long time ago. W plus X plus Y plus Z is 14. Minus 2W plus X plus Y plus Z is 2. So I get the relatively simple equations. Now I got something else over here, and I'll write it down for you. It's, let's see, 2X plus 2Y. And then I see like minus 3W. And then I see minus 3Z equals 3. It's kind of tedious to put this in order. That last equation looks pretty tough, though. And I'll write it down as, it's 999W. Let's see if I can get the X's now. And it's going to be 90X. And let me see if I get the Y now. That's going to be minus 90Y. And I mean, kind of, step by step. I have to keep looking up at the screen. And then minus 999Z. That's going to equal some number, right? So what's the number going to be equal? 2727. All right. Let's see how we did over here. I'm going to say both sides look like they're divisible. By the way, when I say that, this over here, by 9. All right? And I don't know if it's obvious anyway. Let's see, 111W plus 10X minus 9Y minus 111Z. And let me write this down aside for you. Just say, I've seen 2727, right? So it'll be 3, 27, 2, 7, 303. All right? I'm sorry, I made a mistake somewhere. I have to correct it. I look at how did I make these mistakes? But at least I look at it and I know I made a mistake. I said I divide it by 9, right? And that would be 1010. Sorry about that. Oops. And let's see, 9, 111, 9, 10, 9, 10. All right, look, I did okay. All right, so I'm going to get my eraser out and erase this row here. Now, I think you know by now, I don't like writing a bunch of letters down, so I'm going to write it as an augmented matrix, and I think it might be easy to do. And let me write this over here, 1, 1, 1, 1, long vertical bar indicating equal sign 14, minus 2, 1, 1, 1, and then a 2. Make sure I copy this down right. Looks pretty good. Minus 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, minus 3, 3. See if I copied it down right. I think I did okay. And then you get 1, 1, 1, W. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put W. I don't want to write the letters down. 10, minus 10, minus 111, and 303. All right? So I kind of noticed something nice about it, and I'll tell you what I noticed about it. If I did minus 1 times row 1, well, I'm going to do something even more interesting. I'm going to erase this here. And I always change my mind. I can't say I always change my mind sometimes. I'm going to do minus 1 times row 2 plus row 1 and give it to row 2. And I think if I can do that, I think I can get something pretty easy there, right? So what'd you get? You get 3 I'm just writing down the results of this. And then you get 0, 0, 0. Isn't that convenient? And let's see what you get next. 12. So right now, just by writing that one row down, you might say it's by luck, I got W, or 3W is 12. So now I know W is going to be 4. And that's important for me. And I'll tell you the number one reason why it's important for me. I can start to reduce the system and make it easier for me to deal with. All right, so I want to write the system down again. And as I do it, I'm not saying don't use the augmented matrix. I realize I'm going to get very confusing for some students, but I'm going to write the system down again. And the first equation, this equation up here, I'm going to tell you it's going to be really easy to write down. It's going to be x plus y plus z equals 10. Now, how's that? I just took 4 from both sides. And the second equation is going to be exactly the same thing. X plus y plus z equals 10. So I'm going to say, you know what? Those two just reduce to that over there. And it's really just one equation. So I'm going to erase this over here. It's tough, though. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. All right, let's take a look at this one. It's 2x, whoops, sorry about that, 2x plus 2y minus 3z equals, well, if w, and again, we're looking at this equation here, if w is 4, that's minus 12, so this would be 15. And I noticed something really nice about this one too, right? So I'm really kind of working with these two now, and I know something immediately nice about it. All right. So I'm gonna just write down, minus 2 times that top row, and what would you get? You get minus 2x minus 2y minus 2z equals minus 20. And then you add these two equations together. What do you get? Minus 5z equals minus 5, so z would be equal to 1. Let me write that down. All right? And again, you might say, oh, this is just happening nice for a reason. It is, but they're digits. They're going to be a nice set of numbers here. All right? So I'm kind of looking around for more. And, I'm looking around. That's all I'm doing. So I think what I could do is I could probably use that information in these equations over here and see what happens. All right? So let's see if z is 1, right, in these equations over here. And let me write this down. If z is 1, what do I get? I would get x plus y is equal to 9. That's coming right from over here. And again, it's interesting. The reason I point this out, I want to make sure you understand it's an interesting concept what's happening over here. 2x plus 2y is equal to, let's see, that would be 18, right? So really it says the same thing over and over again, that x plus y is just 9. Right? X plus y is just 9. And that's nice to know. Because if x plus y is equal to 9, I know there's digits there, and, I got the w, I got the z, and x plus y is 9. All right? Now, I'm going to take this equation over here. It's more complicated, though. I know that. I was kind of saving that for last. I'm going to start to erase things, and I don't need them anyway. I've used them. I used this. I'm not going to use that again, right? Not going to use this. I think I can just get rid of this too, right? And let's start popping things in, all right? And you might wonder where I'm going to be popping these things into the equation. Let's see them, all right? So I'm going to I haven't used this one yet, right? So let's put this down and see what happens. Something interesting going to happen. So let's see, W is 4. So this is going to be 4, 4, 4. And then I got, let's put this down. Plus 10x minus 10y. Don't be alarmed yet. And then what do you get? Well, let's take a look. You're going to get minus 111z. Well, that's pretty easy. 111 equals 303. Again, I'm expecting things to work nice. So I'm going to, let's see, 444 minus 111 is 333 plus 10x minus 10y equals 303. All right, let's keep going. 10x minus 10y is equal to what? Well, I'm taking 333 from both sides, so I'll be minus 30. Well, I'm going to divide through by 10. And what do you get? X minus y equals 3. Again, oh, I'm sorry, minus 3. I divided by 10, right? And what do you got? I got these two equations now. And I think I could take those two and put them together. And if you did that, I'll write next to it, x minus y equals minus 3. Well, 2x would equal 6, and now I know x is 3. And what's y? Well, you can take any equation you want. And I'm looking at it, and y would have to be 6. Now, I hope you realize I had a number, and the number was w, first digit, x, second digit, y was a third digit, and z was the fourth and final digit. Well, let's write this down. What's the number? 4. What's x? 3. What's y? 6. And what's z? 1. So the number is 4,361. And someone says, was that their question? That was their question. What's the number? 4,361. So I want to point out, start off with automatic matrix. Turned out to be really simple. I got a solution right away. Then I kind of went back to the original system. I just played around with it. And it wasn't too much work, not too many row operations. I think I did very few. And, the arithmetic turned out to be pretty simple, all right? Now, granted, 4x4 systems to me are generally nightmarish, but this one turned out to be pretty nice. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, if you see it. If you don't see it, nothing's easy, by the way. All right? Again, I want to point out, if you've been listening this long, you know my name at this point. And my email address is B as in boy, the @NNON.US. And again, if you have an idea you want to share, or you're just interested in, telling me something, that's fine. As long as I'm not too busy, I'll try to respond to you. All right? Thank you so much for paying attention, though.